we are discussing tonight. And tonight we're going to talk storylines. That's right. List season rolls on, baby. Our top 5 storylines or things that are of intrigue heading into Nebraska's spring camp coming up before the spring game. Because don't forget, there's an actual spring game this year. But what is intriguing us the most about this team is what we're going to dive into to open up the show tonight. For me, I'm going to start us off. And for me, it is, what does the flow of this defense look like? Now, with Rob Orich coming in, installing the 4-2-5 and 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers. There was a problem last year with Nebraska in their second level getting into the backfield. I mean, listen, there's a problem with a lot of people getting in the backfield, but specifically, it didn't feel like
the front 6, front 7 had a lot of problems.
Yeah, and outside of 15, not too many guys got the value. Deshaun McCullough was about it for your pass rush, and that was sparingly at times because for no reason whatsoever, he was just running from sideline to sideline sometimes. So for me, it's
Winery in spots.
And against lesser competition, I agree with that. But there seemed to be this, I wouldn't say unspoken because it was talked about a lot, but this thought that the 3-3-5 against bigger Big Ten offensive linemen that you couldn't have a pass rush with 3 down linemen. That was the problem, even though Tony White did it just fine.
Yeah, well, he had 2 studs in the middle.
Fair enough. But I like, what does the flow of this defense, and does it look more organic and not as manufactured against smaller teams? And obviously you're not gonna be able to tell that in the spring game, but does it pass the eye test?
Yeah, I had the defense on my list as well, but mine was who fits where on the new defense, and this was like, I don't know if you ranked them in order, but I had this high on my list. So it's number 2 on my list actually. So my question is just like, switching from the 3-3-5 to the 4-2-5, who fits where, right? Like, is there going to be some position changes? Who fills those outside edge rusher roles? Who slides inside to play one of the defensive tackle and nose roles? What does moving from 3 linebackers to 2 linebackers mean? Like, are some of those outside backers going to be moving into edge rusher roles? Are they going to be moving back to like a strong safety role and be sort of like a box safety? I think the movement of positions on defense is going to be fascinating to watch through spring ball.
Why do we still have 27 defensive backs in that room? Yeah, I agree. Dan, did you do a list today? Or are we way too early for you to jump into the show?
A little bit too early.
Okay, that's fine. I'll move on to number 4. And it's I cheated here a little bit because I combined 2 guys into the same wheelhouse. What is Carter Nelson and who is Quinn Clark? Carter Nelson is a guy that came in with a ton of upside, and a lot of people were really interested to see what a borderline 4, high-end 4, possibly even 5-star rating guy in 8-man football, transitioning into 11-man football, playing at a bigger level. He flashed in the Polynesian Bowl. What does Carter Nelson look like in year 3 in this system without Dylan Raiola, obviously, different quarterback? And then I think Quinn Clark was maybe the most intriguing guy to me this year. That
he won the dunk contest.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. But he also, like, there was flashes of times this season where he was running away from defenses and had big-time plays, and he's a 6'6" frame and a big-time body. And I think those 2 guys, from a getting off the bus standpoint, answer a lot of questions. Now it's got to translate between the hash marks.
Yeah. I don't disagree with anything there. I did think you were going to say, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego, after you said who and what, and then where. We didn't get a where.
Yeah. It's okay, Gumshoes. We'll figure it out later.
My next one is Brett Maher as the special teams coordinator. What does this actually look like? What does this mean for that unit? What is it? What does it actually translate into? Because he's going to be really good at working with the specialists. Like the kicker and punter are going to get some great instruction
from an NFL level dude and a guy that had a ton of success here. Yeah.
What does it mean for the return units and the block units
that were really, really good?
They were very good.
The
season. Best we've seen in a decade or
10
better.
Years easily, yeah.
And so that's something to watch, I think.
I mean, I feel comfortable saying that last year's special teams units were the best we've seen since DeMornay Pierson-L's years in Lincoln.
Well, the best part about it was you didn't worry.
Yep.
You didn't worry.
It was never
when there was a kickoff. You didn't worry when there was a punt. Like, it was just executed.
Despite the first 4 games having a ball go out of bounds on kickoffs, and it just wasn't an issue.
So I think, look, you're going to get to see actual special teams play at the spring game this year. which is going to, I think, tell us at least maybe not the whole story, but we're going to get an insight into what the special teams is going to look like with a new coordinator.
I'll be interested to see if they pull back a little bit too, right? Like we don't exactly know what the rules are going to be yet for the spring game, and a lot of times they've gone non-contact on special teams plays, so we'll see what that looks like. My number 3 is how much does Anthony Calandria's personality infect this team? He's a dude with a lot of swagger. If you've seen him at UNLV, he had a lot of swag to him, a very confident guy. Plays a little bit with a chip on his shoulder, probably a little bit due to his size. He's at about 6 foot, just a hair under. But how much do we start to see that infect the rest of this offense? Now, there was times that with Dylan that he just looked stoic. He would throw a 15-yard out route, miss the guy, and he's just on to the next play and just moving at a fast pace, not really letting his personality or his emotion show. Which is weird because Dylan outside of the football field is a very personable person, big personality, does TikToks, things like that.
I mean, when he made a big play,
sure,
he would celebrate and hop around, and
but like not as much as I expected him to. If I'm honest, like Anthony Calandria is that guy that if he throws a 7-yard pass that goes for a first down, you're probably going to know about it. I'll just put it that way. So I'm interested. I think that type of energy is something this offense sorely needed last year.
Yeah. I'm looking at the shakeout for the offensive line because right now you've got a lot of bodies.
I honestly didn't include that on my list because I don't think that's going to get ironed out to the fall. But go ahead. Sorry, I mean to cut you.
A lot of bodies and a lot of stars by their names with some of those offensive line players. Some of them are transfers. Some of them are recruited from high school guys. But
it's also the Jeep weight of it all.
It's Tinkler get off the potty time for a lot of these guys.
That's a urination reference.
So I'll just be interested to see, like, what does the 1 unit and the 2 unit look like? Like, where are and like I don't expect that maybe that's not the final shakeout, but at least through spring, what's 1 and 2 at each position when we get to the spring game?
We were told and kind of sold a bill of goods last year that we're 10 deep across, and that never felt like a thing at any point of the season.
Felt like you had about 3 good ones.
For me, my 1 and 2 are kind of 1 and 1A. And stop me if you've heard this question before, but what does the running back position look like?
What? This was exactly my number 3. Who is RB1?
Yeah, it kind of feels like it should be Quentin Ives' job to lose, but they really like.
But he barely played.
Nelson, right? Like, and then what does Isaiah Mosey look like? Does he end up going back to wide receiver? Is he going to stay at running back?
They don't have depth to move him back.
Feels like he needs to stay there, right? So yeah, I'm interested to see not only who it is, but what does that player do to kind of grab that number 1 running back spot?
Yeah,
because listen, those first 3 drives of the bowl game,
Nelson looked good.
It looked different, right? So I don't know. That gives me a little bit that made me go, okay, maybe there was something to what they were seeing in practice, but it clearly didn't translate on Saturday. So we'll see.
And you don't know what it looks like when Nelson's getting the reps with the ones,
right?
Instead of.
And how many running backs have we talked about? The best ones that get better with more carries.
Yep.
Too.
And another year of just playing the position for Mosey. Like that dude hadn't played running back, as far as we know, in his life until fall camp.
Can we agree that we don't expect it to be him as the number 1?
I don't expect it to be him. I really do, unless there's some great relationship with him and Calandria doing some.
Well, it just feels like he's always going to be
RPO stuff,
the third down guy, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what it feels like. But if he's really good at running RPO or zone read or something like that, then you could maybe see that working out. I don't see him being your 25 carry a game, pounded between the tackles workhorse.
Him being your 12 carry a game. Yeah.
So I mean, but it is interesting. And then Connor Booth, who we didn't get to see at all, but the coaches, talked up the entirety of fall camp. Like, what does it mean for him? Where's that guy?
What's your number 2?
That was where I had
the offensive line,
the defensive line, the defense question. And then my 3 was like what we were just talking about, RB1. So we're on to number 1.
My biggest question mark about this entire team, whether it be in the spring, whether it be in the fall, whether it's game 6 or game 12, is something that was clearly an issue last year with too many cooks in the kitchen. We spent so much time before the season talking about the benefits of having 4 guys that were former defensive coordinators on this staff.
Didn't look right.
It didn't look good. And Matt Rule basically alluded to the fact that there was too many cooks in the kitchen, and that's kind of why John Butler was not asked to come back this season. Well, you went out and made an exterior hire. He brought in 1 guy with him. Everybody else is back. Phil Snow's still around. Matt Rule's still around. You've got a defensive coordinator, and Addison Williams is still there.
Changed safety coaches now. And
Again, for the second time in this offseason, what does it look like? And how do you manage it with 23 coaches on staff? That gets talked about as an overall positive.
I don't know.
Which and I want to break it down for a reason. That gets talked about as a positive, but if your head coach is the CEO distribution guy, where this is your responsibility, that's your responsibility, and I'm just going to run the day-to-day football operations, that is a lot of outside noise.
Yeah.
So I'm intrigued to see what that looks like.
It's a lot of games of telephone
throughout the season. Exactly.
Well, my number one is just what I think is the biggest storyline for the spring.
Long snapper.
Who's QB1?
Yeah.
I mean,
I will be amazed.
we think we know.
I will be amazed.
We think we know, and based on the amount of money involved, there is one guy who's certainly got the inside track, Calandria. TJ Lateef has started games in this system.
Mm-hmm.
And
Danny Kalen's been
Danny Kalen was an Elite 11 quarterback.
I know we're not supposed to be biased.
Bodie Sukup is on the roster.
He has a helmet.
No, but I legitimately think that TJ Lateef is going to give it everything he's got to try and unseat Calandria as the starter. Just based on the fact that he got to play last year and stayed, even though it was very apparent that Nebraska was going into the portal to recruit over top of him.
According to the coach staff, they told him ahead of time.
Yeah. I think he's going to give it a go. And I expect that this is going to be a heavy competition. Who's QB1 when we exit the spring is going to be a fascinating answer.
I know we're not supposed to root, and we're supposed to be an unbiased source of news. I really hope it works out for Danny Kalen. I think it's
that kid's great.
Pretty readily apparent that's going to be a 1-year deal for whoever it is because of this quarterback that's coming into Millard South. That seems to be a pretty big deal. Have you heard about Trey Taylor?
Never heard. I don't know though. I don't know if maybe he redshirts his first year on campus.
The only reason I agree with you is because of his size, and he clearly needs to add some muscle and some weight to hold up through a season. But for as much as they're just kind of taking every chip they got and pushing it to the middle in that 27 class, that's the only reason I hesitate to say that. Hey, if you missed any of our top 5 breakdowns of the spring questions or no, go ahead, Dan, what do you got? I was going to give me a second. I'm a professional. I can get to you. Check it out on our Radio Replay page. Before we get there, Dan Campenon's got something to say.
Quick pops. Because I did sort of prepare a top 5 list in general.
Are you turned really up, or was my headphones way up?
Probably a little bit of both.
No.
I also came in a little hot.
Yeah, a little bit.
I won't lie. I came in a little hot. Couple things from your discussion and from the list that I originally created that I think are going to be interesting.
Okay.
Running back. Who is it? Obviously, that's a question that's going to be on everyone's mind.
Is it Dan Campenon?
It is not. You want to know why that is?
Allegedly.
Because I'm a wimp. Could not just readily get hit. I liked the offensive and defensive line because it was like, all right, I'm not getting hit that hard. Until, you
do.
A guy who's 100 pounds heavier than me just throws me like a rag doll across the field, and I go, not for me. Speaking of offensive line, beep, beep, get in the Jeep with the addition of Paul Mabenga and the Tree.
I hope that's all he's referred to as, by the way.
Tree.
His last name is a little too confusing for me.
Babalade.
Babalade.
See?
Beyblade. Boblade.
Mr. Beyblade. I'm just interested to see what the offensive line looks like because I know it's it's a weird unit whenever you bring in
humbug.
2 new people to actually kind of compete on the offensive line because there is something to having a cohesiveness there from year to year. and having younger guys get brought in and not having so much of a
Papa back, black sheep.
sort of platoon system in general. And then obviously the Anthony Calandria, TJ Lateef, Danny Kalen of it all at quarterback. I don't really see a clear path for one of them simply because the other two are there as well. If it was just Danny Kalen, I'd be like, yeah, great. It's a Nebraska guy. He wanted to come here originally. He left because he knew that he wasn't going to get any playing time. Dylan Raiola's out. Danny Kalen's in. Everything, ba-ba-boo, it's going to work. I got one in there. Anthony Calandria, you're paying him a lot of money to come here. That's fairly obvious. Does he just immediately get the crown and you say, yeah, TJ, you know what? You're going to be number 2. Is that good enough for you? You're going to be number 2.
Is he? Is he going to be number 2?
And then TJ Lateef, you actually know and understand the system. Dana Holgorsen is comfortable with you. As comfortable as you can be with someone who you've actually seen play a few games.
Yeah.
So it kind of stresses me out a little bit to think about the quarterback position at Nebraska right now, because you have system actually has started a fair amount of games, is fairly consistent, throws a lot of picks in general for Calandria, but you can work that number down with the way that Nebraska's offense kind of rolls its way through a season. And then you have Danny Kalen, who's played against fairly similar to Big Ten competition at 2 or 3 of the larger schools that he would have had to play against, a la Florida State. And I was about to say North Carolina, but probably
He
not.
played against the Bill Belichick defense.
Yes,
All
he
right.
did. And that didn't go well for Bill Belichick, remember?
That's our list. I'm Go Boy Callahan. Bye, Husker fan. Anyway, if you missed
And
it,
Bob's your uncle.
check it out on radio replay page at 1620thezone.com. It was brought to you by Aloe Fiber from across Nebraska neighborhoods across our great state. It's clear there is no place like Nebraska. And just like so many of us, Aloe calls Nebraska home. Born and raised right here in the Cornhusker State, sharing proud traditions of agriculture, athletics, education, and community. Aloe is bringing together communities connection by connection. They are the official mobile TV and internet provider of the Huskers. And if you're looking to get out of the Stone Age and join the future of all fiber 1 gig network right up to your house, you need to head over to allowfiber.com/Husker Radio and sign up for services tonight. Are we worthy of the Hall of Fame? We'll debate. 1620 The Zone.
What's up, y'all? It's Sean here. Jerry Ryan Clothing and Sportswear. That's what I'm talking about. 78th and Dodge. That's where you go. Get all the great gear. Look, we are not too far from wedding season. You know what happens after wedding season? Golf season. It's not too early to start thinking about it, friends. They get all the great gear. Johnny O, Peter Millar, and Horn Legend. We got some Horn Legend gear from Jerry Ryan Clothing and Sportswear. And I'll tell you what, I love it. It's really good stuff. You need to get in there and check it out. Plus, the most comfortable pants in Omaha are now in stock. Brax. We've been telling you about Brax for weeks. Why haven't you gone in there and tried them on yet? You need to get that done. You got nothing to do on Saturday. It's the weekend of the big game. What else you going to do? Head on out, get yourself some new gear. Check out what Jerry Ryan's got going on for you. 78th and Dodge, they've been dressing Omaha for over 50 years.
Weather from KETV Newswatch 7 is brought to you on 1620 The Zone by Certified Transmission.
Mostly clear and chilly tonight. Low temperatures should drop back into the low to mid 20s. Partly sunny, turning windy on Saturday. High temperatures reaching the upper 40s. Highs should be in the mid to upper 50s on Sunday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Ranby from KETV Newswatch 7.
Join Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Midlands and become a mentor where you are matched up with a boy in the greater Omaha area. Over 50 boys are waiting for someone like you to guide and inspire them. Visit mentoromaha.org and sign up to make a difference in a boy's life. Don't wait. Make a lasting impact today.
If your brand isn't generating you business, well, it's losing. That's where Sign Ovation steps in. We help Omaha businesses win the visibility game with bold storefront signs and vehicle decals that turned your ride into a rolling billboard. Your brand should be working, even when you're not. Driving impressions, creating leads, and bringing customers through the door. Stop riding the bench. Put your brand in the game. Visit OmahaSignsAndWraps.com tonight. That's OmahaSignsAndWraps.com. Sign Ovation, where brands show up and win.
Winter may slow pests down, but it's the perfect time to prepare your home for spring. Rodents, spiders, and other pests often show up indoors this time of year. A winter pest control checkup helps seal entry points now so you're not dealing with pests when warmer weather hits. At Recon Pest Services, we're proud to be a local company and supporting causes that make Omaha better. If you're looking for a pest control partner or even support for a cause, think Recon. Visit ReconPestServices.com and get your home ready for a pest-free spring.
Life is unpredictable, with seasonal storms and plumbing issues hiding around every corner. You can't predict the future. So when life happens, go with a trusted, reputable company like Paul Davis Restoration. Fire, water, mold, or storm damage can all be restored by Paul Davis Restoration. Don't live in the aftermath of tragedy. Restore your home today. Call Paul Davis Restoration at 402-553-0373 today.
Hey Jays fans, it's hoop season and you know what that means. Jerry Ryan has the best selection in town for all things Creighton gear. Stop by Jerry Ryan at 78th and Dodge for your quarter zips in all shades of Jays blue, plus jackets, vests, winter coats, you name it. They have it. Multiple Jays options for men and women from Peter Millar, Cutter and Buck, and Johnny O. Stop by Jerry Ryan Clothing and dress like the coaches do.
At Jerry Ryan's, we bring out the best in you.
When you shop local, you help strengthen our community. So if you need roof repair, gutters, siding, even windows, call local Pyramid Contractors. They're the #1 roofer in Omaha for more than a dozen years. Let Pyramid Contractors come and give you a free estimate. Give them a call at 402-502-9300. That's 402-502-9300. Or visit them online at
PyramidRoof.com. Never settle for less. Host is roasting every morning. Host is roasting every day.
Host Coffee is on a mission to invigorate every workplace with a blend of bold flavors and unforgettable service, creating moments with our coffee, water, and food services that spark joy, productivity, and connection. Call Host Coffee today.
Proudly serving Nebraska since 1972. Host Coffee is always roasting something good for you.
Families laughing, parents cheering, futures filled with hope. Life's milestones lived fully and freely. This is the American dream, and it's within our reach when our communities are free from fentanyl. No more lives cut short, no more stolen futures. A fentanyl-free America is a safer, stronger America. It begins with each of us. Protect communities, prevent fentanyl overdoses, support those impacted. Join the Drug Enforcement Administration in building a brighter future for generations to come. Visit DEA.gov/fentanyl-free and join the fight to save lives.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
You're listening to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
6:27 on a Friday night before the big game. We're brought to you by Bellevue University. You want to attend big games in person? Head down to Bellevue's campus. Check out the brand new Bellevue Fieldhouse, a $55 million facility where Lucas Gabriel's team is playing in 3 minutes. You can listen to us as you drive down to the Fieldhouse. Check out the BU Bruins app. Keep up to date on all the championship action happening on Bellevue's campus tonight. Jimmy Allen, John Schreiner, Dan Campenden with you this evening. Are we Hall of Fame worthy? We think so. We assume we're just going to be in the Nebraska Sports Hall of Fame. Eventually, we understand
At some point.
We understand that you guys have been busy and just haven't had a chance to get around to inducting us yet. We will let you slide this time.
I'll see you in Springfield, Maryland. Thank you very much.
What?
It's where the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame is.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know where you were going with this. Okay, cool.
You want me to say somewhere cooler like Cooperstown?
Yeah, that's where I was expecting you. Guys that should be in the Hall of Fame.
I broke mine down at we got the list yesterday, and it's already been announced.
But I want to preface this with Bill Belichick was not a first ballot Hall of
Yeah,
Fame.
it should have been.
Should these guys be first ballot guys?
So I broke it into 3 tiers of the list that we had: A tier, B tier, and C tier. And I will say this: all the guys that I put on my C tier or on my A tier, only 2 of them were not inducted.
Okay.
Jari Evans
was
on my A tier, and Terrell Suggs was on my A tier.
Yeah, I could not believe T. Sizzle didn't get in the first draft.
Jari Evans, I believe, was a 5-time first-team All-Pro.
It's good.
He was,
because All Pros actually mean something.
Yeah.
Pro Bowls mean nothing.
Mean nothing.
Famously.
Jari Evans, during his time in the league, was maybe the best offensive lineman in the game.
See, and that's where I was about to go with this is it really feels like sometimes it's difficult for offensive linemen to get the credit they deserve because we very rarely get the interaction with them. They're not highlight. Never mind the fact they're probably the most important piece on the field. But yeah, I thought he would be for sure. And a lot of times your personality or the media coverage you get will get you in the Hall of Fame. And listen,
he was not in the media or in the spotlight.
I know. I was going the other way with Terrell Suggs. Like that for like that alone probably could have got him.
Yeah. He was.
Never mind the fact
he was a premier pass rusher.
Really good.
And then the rest of the guys on A tier, I had Breeze Fitzgerald and Terry Kuechly, and they all got inducted.
Yeah,
like
which
I think those were obvious.
Well, I was actually a little bit surprised by Kuechly because I
wasn't
not from a standpoint of like his play on the field, but like the way he left the game. I didn't know if that was going to be held against him. You know what I mean?
Retired before he was 30.
Yeah, and like.
But here's the thing:
there was this. Not by him, but there was this, like, he seemed to be the poster child for, is football too violent of a sport, right?
Right. But there was a 5-year stretch during Luke Kuechly's career where there was not a better linebacker in the league.
And it wasn't even debatable. I agree. Listen, I'm not talking about from his play on the field. I think absolutely first ballot, here's your ticket. Thanks for coming.
And I think if you can point to a 5-year stretch of your professional career where there was nobody better than you, buddy, I don't think it matters how long you played.
See, man, I think Terrell Suggs is kind of in that discussion, though. So, but yeah.
My B tier was Darren Woodson, Jason Witten, Marshall Yonda, and Reggie Wayne. Those are guys that I thought would be like on the cusp.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't get in, but would be like your next level down.
I'm not trying to like play devil's advocate here, but like my thought on some guys of why they get what like how you could talk me into the room that they're not first ballot guys. Like guys like Reggie Wayne, who for a lot of his career had to play opposite of Marvin Harrison. He had Peyton Manning. You know, there was all that. Okay, he's in the Hall, really, really, really good, but is he in the Hall
and
of Fame?
Probably ends up in the Hall of Fame at some point.
Yeah.
And that's all those guys.
To me, the fact that Larry Fitzgerald had more tackles in his career than drops, first ballot no matter what.
No doubt. Like probably the best set of hands of any wide receiver ever.
Probably should have won the Heisman Trophy.
And the rest of those guys like Darren Woodson, like super good defensive back. Was he ever the best at his position? Probably not.
No. And the other thing is there was a lot of people that didn't really like him.
Yeah.
Like from a media standpoint, I wonder if how much that had to play.
And then my C tier, you're not going to like this.
Shut up. Bad take.
Frank Gore, Kevin Williams, Torrey Holt, Willie Anderson. And these are guys who I think are going to have a hard time ever getting into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And I mean, listen, I love me some Frank Gore.
Right.
He's probably my second favorite 49er of all time.
And,
Just
and
because his
he-
prime was like when
Yep.
I was my prime time watching football.
beloved player, intensely long career.
Yeah, he's in the Hall of Very Good. I
But
don't know if I'm.
This
one to
is
put him in the Hall
another
of Fame.
guy where you're like, look at every year of his career. Was there even one year where you could say he was the best player at his position?
Every year.
No, there's zero. There are
It broke
0
my heart.
years.
It broke my heart when he put on another jersey that wasn't a 49ers jersey.
And that's like, look, that's not the end all be all of whether you belong
Sure.
in the Hall
No,
of Fame,
but
but
I-
it's a data point.
I just think it's important because I think sometimes we lose sight of we love this guy as a player equating to a Hall of Fame
Yes.
bid. And those aren't the same thing.
And like maybe Frank Gore deserves a spot in the Hall of Fame for longevity alone. Like maybe that's
Sure.
maybe that's
He
his
gets
case.
his own personal wing.
A 15-year
Right.
career
Yeah. The Eli Manning
at running back.
the Eli Manning discussion is really interesting to me.
And you know what? I left Eli Manning off the list because I don't know where to place him.
I wonder because listen,
I guess he's B tier.
but I think a lot of the people that are voting, and they should be voting for the Hall of Fame, are football purists.
Yeah.
And I wonder how much guys that believe in the old school thought process, that are very by the book, and the football should be played this way, you don't go against the shield, look back at his draft day and everything that went into that and hold that against him. Now, I think anybody that would do that would be a very minute minority vote, but I still wonder if there would be anybody out there. I don't care. Me personally, I don't.
He went on to play for one team for his entire career.
Yeah, I loved in his Hall of Fame speech. He said, "For me, I was only a Giant." Buddy, you were San Diego Charger for about 14
Yeah.
minutes. People forget.
Yep. He never suited up for another team.
I wonder specifically for Eli Manning, obviously 2 Super Bowls and 2 MVPs in said Super Bowls.
Who'd he beat?
Some guy named Thomas Edward Brady.
You guys remember the rap that he did at that one Pro Bowl? That was pretty funny.
Nope.
We should do that for the social media.
You know why?
I beat him twice.
Pro Bowl doesn't matter.
I never saw it in Pro Bowl. I saw it in
Yeah.
a clip after the Pro Bowl.
Speaking of which, specifically, 4 Pro Bowls, no All-Pro teams.
That is
Not
a
a
good
one.
point, Dan.
Not first, not second,
That's-
nothing like
That's
that.
probably the damning piece of evidence right there.
The best and actually only award that he had during his actual NFL career is he won Walter Payton Man of the Year in 2016. That's kind of the only one. He has the record for the longest touchdown pass. Technically, he's tied for 99 yards.
Does he still holds the record for most passing yards in a single postseason, right? Or is that broken?
Eli, that got broken. That got broken like 3 years ago. But Dan, I'm just sending you the Eli.
Allegedly?
Dan, I'm sending you the Eli Manning rep. This is what I want for the social media.
If you send
soundbite.
it to the After Hours one.
So I'm sending it to you from the After Hours one, so it should have the same effect.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So if
Easy
you want to hear
enough.
Eli Manning rap later in the After Hours Lounge,
can't wait.
We'll have that for you, the social media soundbite. John Schreiner is about to step up on a soapbox and yell at you. Hopefully you can stick around for that as well. If you missed this segment, check it out on our radio replay page. It was brought to you by our friends at Railcar. Listen, if you're looking for something for dinner tonight, how about a primetime prime rib dinner out on 144th and Blondo? Stop by Railcar tonight. Grab prime rib dinner. Bring your sweetheart with you. Celebrate Valentine's a little bit early, but if you can't make it to Railcar tonight, don't you worry. You can go in the morning because it is the premier brunch spot in the morning. You know how much we love the chili quiles, the breakfast nachos here on the After Hours Lounge. You're going to love them too. Stop by Railcar on 144th and Blondo. Grab dinner or breakfast tomorrow. We'll be right back. Charles Bediaco. Does John Schreiner like him? We'll tell you on the other side of the break.
Hey, everybody, it's John here for Bob at Williams Law. You know, sometimes things happen, and those things might lead you into a situation where you have to go to court. It could be a personal matter, it could be a civil matter, it could be a criminal matter, whatever it is. You're going to need advice. Don't go to your Google search or your Chat GPTs to try and figure out what you need to do. Sit down with Bob Williams. It's going to cost you the same amount as typing it into Google. Nothing. First meeting with Bob, free, no obligation legal consultation. He wants to get to know you, feel out the situation, see if it's going to work, the relationship between you and your lawyer, and then you'll get ready for your big day in court with the best in legal advice. Bob comes in and gives us the breakdowns of what's happening in the world of sports law. He can give you a breakdown of whatever's happening in your personal life and get you ready to defend yourself or sue somebody if that's what you need to do in a court of law. You got legal questions? You need Bob Williams in your corner. Check out WilliamsLawLLC.com.
The real game changer in college athletics, it's coaches. And at Bellevue University, there is an experienced team of coaches who know you both as an athlete and as a person. Plus, there are student coach advisors who are there to provide individualized academic support every step of the way as you progress towards your degree. At Bellevue University, you're not just another athlete. You belong. We're for you and for college sports. Visit BUBruins.com.
Diet Coke Cherry is making a return, and Chesterman Coca-Cola is bringing the flavor back to Omaha. Find Diet Coke Cherry 12 packs right now at Hy-Vee, stacked high on pallet displays and end caps. Just in time for the big show. That crisp Diet Coke taste with a bold cherry twist. Perfect for game night, family night, or anytime you want something refreshing without the sugar. But don't wait. This is a Hy-Vee customer favorite, so get yours today.
AX Plumbing has the cold weather deals. So if your hot water isn't so hot anymore, you can't afford to pass up on these deals. Tankless water heaters are $450 off. Traditional water heaters are $200 off. And for those real hard water problems, water softeners are $300 off. Stop by AXP Service tonight and fix your water heater before it gets too cold outside. AX Plumbing. We'll leave your home or your business cleaner than we found it.
Rail Cars Happy Hour is here. Stop by 144th and Blondo Monday through Saturday from 2:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday from 2 to close, and enjoy $2 to $5 off appetizers, $1 off draft and bottles of beer, and delicious ciders. All signature cocktails are $10. Classic cocktails are $8, and every glass of wine is $2 off. Plus, Rail Cars' incredible brunch menu is on display 9:30 to 2 Saturday and Sunday. Rail Car Modern American Kitchen, 144th and Blondo.
When you shop local, you help strengthen our community. So if you need roof repair, gutters, siding, even windows, call local Pyramid Contractors. They're the #1 roofer in Omaha for more than a dozen years. Let Pyramid Contractors come and give you a free estimate. Give them a call at 402-502-9300. That's 402-502-9300. Or visit them online at
PyramidRoof.com. Never settle for less.
Criminal, civil, personal. If you or a loved one is facing a lawsuit, let Williams Law represent you and your family today. With more than 20 years litigation experience in Nebraska, Williams Law will defend you with the dedication you deserve. If you're facing a DUI or if your son or daughter has been accused of a crime, Williams Law is here for you. Call 402-522-6317 to get a free, no-obligation consultation and to get the representation you deserve today.
Are you dreaming of your business dominating local Google searches, drawing in customers effortlessly? Look no further. I'm Courtney, the Google gal from Pixel Fire Marketing. Need assistance with your Google business profile? From verification to getting more reviews, fixing maps to tackling annoying Google calls? I've got you covered. Your profile sets you apart and ensures you're the top choice for local customers. Visit fixmygbp.com for our $297 special offer. Visit fixmygbp.com for more details.
My name's Stephen Butler, and I own Controlled Comfort. And we've been in business for 6 decades. And in those 6 decades, I like to think that everything we do is about the art of comfort. It's about the skill of our people, but it's also about the integrity. Because at the end of the day, I value my employees, so they value you. And that's really all this is about. If you get cold this winter, think about us. We'll come help you out. We'll get you out of bind. It'll be fair, it'll be fast, and it'll be the right price.
Control Comfort keeps it under control.
Lease the 2025 Cadillac Lyriq Luxury 3 for $699 a month for 24 months and 10,000 miles per year. Or receive up to $8,000 in savings on the 2025 Cadillac XT5 Luxury. Shop Woodhouse Cadillac today. With approved credit, tax title license extra. First payment $299 doc fee due at signing. Subject to current rebates and inventory. Stock number KK250401 is courtesy transportation vehicle with 2,649 miles. Stock number KK250527 is courtesy transportation vehicle with 1,323 miles. Offer expires March 31st, 2026. See dealer for details.
You're listening to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
6:42 on a Friday night here on 1620 The Zone, brought to you by Bellevue University. Keep up to date on all of the championship action happening on Bellevue's campus by downloading the BU Bruins app to your smartphone tonight. Guys, I'm going to put my headset down, walk out of the room, turn the show over to John Schreiner.
Hi. How you guys doing?
We're fine, John. Thanks for asking.
So you might have heard the story of one Charles Bediako. Earlier in the basketball season, he decided he was going to try to go back and play for Alabama, despite having been in the G League already.
And a top 25 draft pick.
Now, I think when this happened, there was a lot of apologetics from coaches, from media folks.
Nate Oates specifically.
Nate Oates, like Scott Drew was offering some apologetics for his player who was coming back from the professional ranks. And the message was basically, look, we don't want to do this, but the NCAA doesn't say,
they are making us.
They're not telling us we can't, so we got to do what's best for our team. Our job is to win. We don't want to do it, but what do you expect me to do? Right? Which over time has really soured.
Has not aged well.
But I think today, when I read the statement from Charles Bediako's lawyer, David Holt,
ain't no Bob Williams,
when they were trying to convince a judge,
maybe they're trying to convince themselves,
that the injunction to allow Charles Bediako to play should stand, this should tell you all you need to know. David Holt said in court.
Hold on. I want to preface this with, he said this out loud for other people to hear.
He said this out loud in court.
Sorry, please continue.
He said if Charles Bediako loses the injunction, he may never have the opportunity to compete again and would also lose the chance to complete his degree because the cost of remaining in school without a scholarship would be, quote, prohibitive. Now, I would like to give you a little bit of history from Charles Bediako.
Please do, John.
His last name might suggest that he is an immigrant from an African nation, correct?
Okay.
You might infer that from hearing his
Somebody
name.
may think that, sure. I do not, because I know who he is.
It's not entirely wrong. His parents are Ghanaian immigrants to Chicago.
Which is famously in what country?
Which
John?
is where he was born.
Yes.
He went to high school, however, at a private institution in Canada, and then later transferred to IMG Academy, a private institution in Florida. Charles Bediako then went on and played collegiate basketball at the University of Alabama, and then was drafted by the NBA. I will forgive you if you believed that there was, for some reason, a necessity to say that Charles Bediako just hasn't had the kinds of opportunities that other people are afforded in life, and we got to give him this chance to get his degree. No, this is absolute 100% unfiltered trash water. This is garbage. Charles Bediako has the same opportunity as everyone else in the free world to continue going to school and finishing his degree. Do you want to know who never had a chance to play Division I athletics, even though they really wanted to?
Whoever could have filled that spot at Alabama.
Millions of people in this country every single year. One of them sitting behind the microphone talking to you tonight.
Yes.
You want to know how many people found the cost of college prohibitive and had to join the military because their parents were in an impoverished situation and couldn't fund them going to a private institution that might earn them a scholarship to a prestigious school?
Or financial gains.
You know who joined the military to get out of that situation? The person sitting right here talking to you on the microphone tonight. Don't tell me that the cost of college is prohibitive.
You know what irritates me about this even more is how many times do we see an athlete get injured and then that school recognize their scholarship and let them finish their degree? Happens all the time, right? So why, Alabama, if Charles Bediako needs to graduate and has such a high value on his education and is willing to, you can argue, challenge his reputation against his education, are you not just willing to say, hey, listen, it didn't work out and you couldn't come back and play basketball here. We're not going to pay you name, image, likeness money, but Mr. Bediako, we would love for you to continue your education here at the University of Alabama and graduate and be a member of the Crimson Tide alma mater.
Do you know what Charles Bediako could do tomorrow?
Probably get somebody to pay for it.
Sign with a European basketball league team and get paid to play the game.
Could probably get signed to play with the G League team tomorrow if you really try.
Don't tell me that he doesn't have the opportunity to compete anymore. That is a lie. All of these things that his lawyers stood up and said in court today are bald-faced lies. It is absolute garbage. And we can't stand for this stuff. Like, there are so many people in this country who would love to have half the opportunities that Charles Bediako has been given in his life. Half of them. And he's asking for just a little bit more. Come on, guys. Give me a little bit more.
Oh, he's not asking for a little bit more. He's going to make probably close to seven figures at Alabama.
When I read this today, like, you could have cooked an egg on my face. I was hot.
Well, it's not his fault. He's just a poor college kid, John.
They're
semi-pro athletes at this point.
So much. And like initially, I was sort of indifferent to the whole thing. I was like, well, like the NCAA sucks and they made bad rules and who cares? I hope Charles Bediako's injunction gets denied. 100%. I hope that he is not allowed to play college basketball just for this reason, that his lawyer was so audacious in his statements of blatant falsehood and shoving that in the faces of everyone out there who had student loans, who joined the military, who couldn't go to school because the costs of college for this elite athlete are just too prohibitive, guys. He couldn't do it. No.
I think it's important.
If you want to go to school, you find a way. Don't give me that.
Do you think Mark Ingram paid for those extra years of school that he went to? Do you think Clinton Dix paid for all those extra years of school that he went to? Probably not. I would soup to nuts bet that they probably didn't have to pay for school because they said, hey, you got a really good reputation for this school. Maybe we'll just let you come back and finish your degree in the summertime like any other college kid.
I also think it's really, really important to point out here that Charles Bediako voluntarily left college without finishing his degree to pursue an NBA career.
How important was it then?
In which he got drafted to the NBA and played professional basketball. And what's getting lost in all these conversations, because we spend so much time talking about the ludicrous of it.
He could still be playing professional basketball.
Not even that. He's taking a roster spot from a potential Alabama player or potential prospect who, honestly, like, if there's got to be, maybe this is a question for Bob Williams next week, like, is there a legal loophole? Like, if you're a player that had a scholarship offer from Alabama and they weren't willing to continue offering you your scholarship because their roster was full, could you sue Charles Bediako for coming back in and taking your spot?
I don't know, man. I hate all of it, though.
None of it's good.
I'm so disgusted by what his lawyer, David Holt, had to say today. I can't even believe it.
I can't believe he thought it was going to work. That's my thought process. Hey, if you missed this segment, want to hear John Schreiner scream at you, listen to it at SoundCloud.com, or excuse me, on our radio replay page on 1620thezone.com tonight. It was brought to you by Controlled Comfort Heating and Air. It's cold outside. It should not be cold inside. Yes, it got up to 65 degrees outside today. It's going to get colder than that tonight. If you are worried about clicking on your furnace tonight, because last time you didn't start to heat up right away, there's probably something wrong with your thermostat. There could be a bigger problem too, but if you want an HVAC company that's going to come out and diagnose the problem and not upsell you unless you need it, you need to head over to controlledcomfort.com tonight. We'll be right back. We promised it. It's delivered. Eli Manning raps in your ears when we come back on 1620 Zone.
Hey, everybody, it's John here for Paul Davis Restoration. Look, it's that time of year when the cold can make some things happen underneath your home, and you do not want those things to be water running where it shouldn't be. And if that happens to you, give them a call at 402-553-0373. Paul Davis will come out, busted pipe, whatever it is. You got a hose bib that broke outside, leaked some water into your basement, doesn't matter. They'll get it cleaned up, get your house fixed back to the way it was before the damage happened. In the event of emergency, you need to have that number, 402-553-0373. Because Paul Davis will be to your place in a flash, getting you fixed back up. Give him a call, Paul Davis Restoration.
Are you ready for the game changer of the day? Bellevue University has a new state-of-the-art 72,000 square foot field house featuring premium courts, generous fan seating, top-tier locker rooms, dedicated athletic training, and a strength and conditioning space, plus a whole lot more. It's not just a venue, it's a home court advantage. We're for you and for college sports. Visit BUBruins.com.
If your brand isn't generating you business, well, it's losing. That's where Sign Ovation steps in. We help Omaha businesses win the visibility game with bold storefront signs and vehicle decals that turn your ride into a rolling billboard. Your brand should be working, even when you're not. Driving impressions, creating leads, and bringing customers through the door. Stop riding the bench. Put your brand in the game. Visit OmahaSignsAndWraps.com tonight. That's OmahaSignsAndWraps.com. Sign Ovation, where brands show up and win.
Winter may slow pests down, but it's the perfect time to prepare your home for spring. Rodents, spiders, and other pests often show up indoors this time of year. A winter pest control checkup helps seal entry points now so you're not dealing with pests when warmer weather hits. At Recon Pest Services, we're proud to be a local company and supporting causes that make Omaha better. If you're looking for a pest control partner or even support for a cause, think Recon. Visit ReconPestServices.com and get your home ready for a pest-free spring.
Life is unpredictable. With seasonal storms and plumbing issues hiding around every corner, you can't predict the future. So when life happens, go with a trusted, reputable company like Paul Davis Restoration. Fire, water, mold, or storm damage can all be restored by Paul Davis Restoration. Don't live in the aftermath of tragedy. Restore your home today. Call Paul Davis Restoration at 402-553-0373 today.
Hey, Jays fans, it's hoop season, and you know what that means. Jerry Ryan has the best selection in town for all things Creighton gear. Stop by Jerry Ryan at 78th and Dodge for your quarter zips in all shades of Jays blue, plus jackets, vests, winter coats, you name it. They have it. Multiple Jays options for men and women from Peter Millar, Cutter and Buck, and Johnny O. Stop by Jerry Ryan Clothing and dress like the coaches do.
At Jerry Ryan's, we bring out the best in you.
When you shop local, you help strengthen our community. So if you need roof repair, gutters, siding, even windows, call local Pyramid Contractors. They're the #1 roofer in Omaha for more than a dozen years. Let Pyramid Contractors come and give you a free estimate. Give them a call at 402-502-9300. That's 402-502-9300. Or visit them online at
PyramidRoof.com. Never settle for less.
Criminal, civil, personal. If you or a loved one is facing a lawsuit, let Williams Law represent you and your family today. With more than 20 years litigation experience in Nebraska, Williams Law will defend you with the dedication you deserve. If you're facing a DUI or if your son or daughter has been accused of a crime, Williams Law is here for you. Call 402-522-6317 to get a free, no-obligation consultation and to get the representation you deserve today.
My name's Stephen Butler, and I own Controlled Comfort. And we've been in business for 6 decades. And in those 6 decades, I like to think that everything we do is about the art of comfort. It's about the skill of our people, but it's also about the integrity, because at the end of the day, I value my employees, so they value you. And that's really all this is about. If you get cold this winter, think about us. We'll come help you out. We'll get you out of bind. It'll be fair, it'll be fast, and it'll be the right price.
Control Comfort keeps it under control.
Hi, I'm AJ, an AmeriCorps program leader serving with International Council for Refugees and Immigrants. AmeriCorps is about strengthening our communities. I've been impacted the most by the personal growth our members experience and how it relates to building stronger communities through service and empathy. to grow something bigger and better. AmeriCorps does that for people. Visit serve.nebraska.gov.
Paid for by Serve Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station. Now back to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
Put a bow in the first hour of the After Hours Lounge, brought to you by Bellevue University. Head over to bellevue.edu. You can register for classes, become a Bruin as early as this fall. Check out bellevue.edu for more details. Tonight, we've been teasing this. We've been promising this. For anybody that hasn't heard this, I'm going to set the bar a little bit high here. How do you like kills this? It's time for the social media soundbite with Dan Campbell. All right, Dan is the resident rap fan in the room.
That's a poem, first of all. It's slam poetry.
Dan,
at best.
Awesome.
Scott hot fire.
I need you to grade it. It was great. A through F.
A through F, it's a C. He at least rhymed.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's like a K.
I don't know if he realized that the words Eli Manning and nice didn't rhyme. I think he missed the boat there on that one.
Well, he was getting the nice and twice. That was the thing.
He
was
got there.
going
I guess
for.
he connected the dots. It's
Yeah,
more of a
it was-
haiku than a
or
haiku than a
closer to a
rap.
haiku than anything rap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haku was a former WWF wrestler, by the way. Famously not a poem.
He tried.
Yeah.
And that is all.
It could have been worse, is what I'll say about it.
That's all we can ask of Eli Manning. He at least remembered to rhyme 2 words. For many of my,
I gave Joe Flacco a round of a standing ovation last
boy.
night. I will give Eli Manning a golf clap tonight.
For many of my fellow whites, remembering to rhyme in rap songs is not always at the top of mind.
If you missed the social media soundbite tonight and want to know what
Count yourself lucky.
No, I
if
want
you
to know
missed the social
Dan
media soundbite.
Campbell's ethnicity is. Check it out on our radio replay page on 1620thezone.com. It was brought to you by Recon Pest Services. We had 2 separate pest companies come out in the spring to try to rid our our backyard of insects. You know what happened? They kept coming back. We gave Recon Pest Services a call. They came out, they sprayed one time. We have not had that problem since. If you want pest control service like that, head over to reconpestservices.com tonight. We'll be right back. We buy or sell. 1620 Zone. Hey, it's Jimmy Allen here for AX Plumbing. Home or residential, they can do it all. That's right. If you're a homeowner, if you're a business owner, and you have big-time plumbing needs, we've got big-time plumbing answers for you. All you have to do is head over to axpservice.com tonight. Maybe you have continuous plumbing issues that you've had other plumbing companies come out and they can't fix. AX Plumbing can fix any problem you have. Maybe you don't have a big-time plumbing budget, but a big-time plumbing problem. There's also financing available on the website as well. Head over to axpservice.com. Work with Nick and the crew today.
The real game changer in college athletics, it's coaches. And at Bellevue University, there is an experienced team of coaches who know you both as an athlete and as a person. Plus, there are student coach advisors who are there to provide individualized academic support every step of the way as you progress towards your degree. At Bellevue University, you're not just another athlete. You belong. We're for you and for college sports. Visit BUBruins.com.
AX Plumbing has the cold weather deals. So if your hot water isn't so hot anymore, you can't afford to pass up on these deals. Tankless water heaters are $450 off. Traditional water heaters are $200 off. And for those real hard water problems, water softeners are $300 off. Stop by AXP Service tonight and fix your water heater before it gets too cold outside. AX Plumbing. We'll leave your home or your business cleaner than we found it.
Are you dreaming of your business dominating local Google searches, drawing in customers effortlessly? Look no further. I'm Courtney, the Google gal from Pixel Fire Marketing. Need assistance with your Google business profile? From verification to getting more reviews, fixing maps to tackling annoying Google calls? I've got you covered. Your profile sets you apart and ensures you're the top choice for local customers. Visit fixmygbp.com for our $297 special offer. Visit fixmygbp.com for more details.
If you're looking for an authentic Italian experience, look no further than Pasta Amore. For 4 decades, Pasta Amore has been keeping the spark alive for couples in the Omaha area with their homemade pasta, made fresh every day. Our hand-picked selection of exceptional wines will put the nightcap on your evening that you expect. Open every day at 4. Stop by Pasta Amore in Rockbrook Village and enjoy dining in the romantic dining room or relax on our shaded patio.
When you shop local, you help strengthen our community. So if you need roof repair, gutters, siding, even windows, call local Pyramid Contractors. They're the #1 roofer in Omaha for more than a dozen years. Let Pyramid Contractors come and give you a free estimate. Give them a call at 402-502-9300. That's 402-502-9300. Or visit them online at
PyramidRoof.com. Never settle for less.
Criminal, civil, personal. If you or a loved one is facing a lawsuit, let Williams Law represent you and your family today. With more than 20 years litigation experience in Nebraska, Williams Law will defend you with the dedication you deserve. If you're facing a DUI or if your son or daughter has been accused of a crime, Williams Law is here for you. Call 402-522-6317 to get a free, no-obligation consultation and to get the representation you deserve today.
Backlund Plumbing, the most preferred plumber in town.
So you need a plumber, do you? You should call the most preferred plumber in town, Backlund Plumbing.
Backlund Plumbing, the most preferred plumber in town.
Zoom Drain's highly trained team of experts and our fleet of well-equipped service trucks are dedicated to providing solutions for homeowners, plumbing contractors, mechanical contractors, and business owners across many industries. Contact Zoom Drain anytime by logging on to zoomdrain.com.
I'm Doug Nodgard with Equitable Bank. We know your time matters, so when you call us, we answer on the very first ring. That's our promise to you. We value your business and will treat you like a friend and neighbor, because more than likely, you are one. While other banks hide behind technology, we combine the best of both. Top-notch digital banking and online banking with people who care. Got a question or need help? We're just one ring away. At Equitable Bank, we take banking personally because you deserve it. Member FDIC.
For 75 years, Skradsky Heating and Cooling has delivered comfort and peace of mind to Omaha families. As a family-owned business, we take pride in treating your home like our own. Whether it's a quick repair, a new system installation, or regular maintenance, you can trust our team to keep you comfortable all year. Celebrate our 75th year with us and experience service that stood the test of time. Call Skradsky Heating and Cooling or visit heatomaha.com.
KOZ and Bellevue, Omaha, Council Bluffs. This is 1620, The Zone.
Welcome to the dance party on a Friday night.
If you're watching on the stream, you got to see
come get some
the dance moves of one Jimmy Allen.
It's Friday night on 1620 The Zone, brought to you by Pyramid Contractors. If you're looking for a free estimate for your windows, your roof, your gutters, your siding, they can do it all. Head over to pyramidroof.com. Tonight, Dan Campion is the man in charge tonight. He's questioning what's happening in Milan right now. He's questioning his dressing habits. He's questioning a lot right now. Now he's about to question Jimmy Allen and John Schreiner.
First off, I would never question my dressing habits. I enjoy sweaters and I enjoy dressing like an old man.
I'm just talking about the 64 wrinkles in your shirt, but that's in here.
He's been wearing it all day. Give him a break.
Fair enough.
This shirt got thrown on the floor midway through the day.
I
said, I don't care. People see my undershirt, but we must do the right thing right now. We must congratulate Matthew Stafford. The 37-year-old becomes the oldest first-time MVP in the history of the award.
Famously Matthew, not Matt.
Yes. Buy or sell, Matthew deserved the award this year over Drake May.
I think a lot of times we give MVPs to people based on multiple seasons / their careers.
It happens.
But I'll tell you this. Matthew Stafford was absolutely the MVP this season. I hate to give Matthew Stafford his flowers. Anybody that wears a Rams jersey or a hoodie is a schmuck. Take that, John Bishop. Yeah, I'm listening. He was fantastic this year. And I think one of the more underrated storylines is the Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay relationship and how much both of those guys have helped each other out, because one was a really good coach before that quarterback got there, and the other one was a really good quarterback before he got paired up. But those two have been very much peanut butter and jelly since they got to LA together.
I wasn't really going to have too much of an argument either way, if it was Matt Stafford or if it was Drake May. Like, it wasn't going to bother me too much no matter who got it, because I think they're both worthy.
I mean, think about my situation. It was either a Rams quarterback or the guy that I've been saying sucks for 2 years.
I know. I don't think the voters couldn't have gotten it wrong this time. Because it was clearly between Drake May and Matthew Stafford.
They could have got it wrong. Somebody voted for Justin Herbert.
Okay, that's wrong.
They could have.
Thank God for that person, by the way, because that's the only reason Matthew Stafford won, allegedly.
On aggregate, though, Justin Herbert was not getting it. Right? On aggregate, it was probably going to be Drake May or Matthew Stafford. So between those two, yeah, they're both as deserving as the other, right? And they gave it to Matthew Stafford. I don't have any complaints about that. He was really good.
I wonder how much the competition Matthew Stafford faced this year played into this discussion.
It was the best division in football.
The NFC West, a lot better than the AFC East.
Yeah, clearly. The only thing I'll say is that I think Matthew Stafford has Puka Nacua.
He's pretty good.
Drake May doesn't have anybody of that caliber.
No, not many people do.
So
it's got Stephon Diggs, but
yeah, it's look, we're splitting hairs talking about the differences between the two in
both of them
the season.
Pretty damn good.
They were both really good. I have no problem that they gave it to Matthew Stafford.
I would concur on that point.
Would you concur, Doctor?
Simply because
should have concurred.
Drake May, just in general, with how well he did this season, the clip in which he can probably do this again doesn't look to be slowing down in general. Whereas Matthew Stafford for years has slogged through his time with the Lions.
Hold on.
Just getting
slogged through.
He had Calvin Johnson.
He had Megatron to throw to. Yeah. Sorry, dude. Go ahead.
And do you remember how good those Lions teams were? Do you remember how many times they made the playoffs during that Matthew Stafford run at quarterback?
A boatload of numbers.
Yeah.
How many times did he make the playoffs twice with the Lions?
Three times. Yeah.
Yes. And those three were very skin of the teeth. I see this as a cumulative MVP award, a la Anthony Van Engelen getting awarded Skater of the Year by Thrasher Magazine at the age of basically 34.
You're the only person listening to this conversation that got that reference, but go ahead.
Yes. So yeah, Drake May will have another chance to win the MVP award. Like both of you said, it's basically splitting hairs. Just depends upon, the flip of a coin and the drop of a single vote. Congratulations to Matthew Stafford.
Is making the playoffs 25% of the time after being drafted to an 0-16 team overachieving?
No. That's just how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah. John, I would like to give you another chance to take a dump on the NBA. Mike Conley is going to be a part of the Timberwolves again.
Figuratively.
While this makes me happy, it's weird. This is able to happen because Conley began the week as a member of the Wolves, but was traded to Chicago as part of a 3-team deal. The Bulls quickly flipped him to Charlotte in a separate deadline move.
Probably for a 2047 draft pick.
The Hornets then elected to waive the 38-year-old. And because he was traded a second time before being waived, he is free to sign back in Minnesota. Jimmy, buy or sell, this will be a 7 out of 10 or higher on the Shriner rant scale.
This will be an 11.5. No, let me rephrase. This is going to be a 1 because John already got this out of his system last night. It should be an 11.5 for anybody that gives a damn about basketball still. If you still care about the NBA, as a kid that grew up loving the NBA, why do you care? I would like to tell you that I'm going to watch in the playoffs. I'm not. I don't care about this league. I'm all the way out. It has nothing to do with the fact that the Mavericks traded Luka Doncic. There's just nothing to care about anymore. I don't understand why people do. I don't understand why people watch. We're watching the demise of the NBA day in and day out.
Yeah, it's become silly. Like it's
laughable.
It's like the NBA is trying to write punchlines. Like this is what they're trying to do. Is like, remember when that one guy was a part of 6 different teams in 5 days? Remember when that happened, guys? You guys remember?
It's like the staff of Impractical Jokers is writing the script for the NBA. All right, hey, now trade him back to the same team.
Trade him
on
to
Monday.
Charlotte. No, this is stupid. This is really, really dumb.
I've come to the point that I hate the NBA. Like I'm not even indifferent about it. I hate it because it's doing it to itself. It's self-inflicted.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing anymore.
They don't care.
You know
why they don't care? Because people are spending money on it anyway, so they don't have to care. Because the only point of their league is to generate revenue, and it's happening regardless if they put any effort in or not. Because of TV contracts.
You know who wouldn't stand for this malarkey? This
Michael Jeffrey
baloney?
Jordan?
Well, obviously Jordan wouldn't stand for this one bit. He would be like, I don't care what you're going to do. Just give me more people who I can bully in practice until they're the greatest teammates of all time.
Let me punch Steve Kerr in the face.
But you know who wouldn't care at all, or who wouldn't stand for this? David Stern. If David Stern saw the TV numbers and the way that they're going down in viewership, he'd be like, no, I don't care what we have to do. He's like, I'm going to make someone a villain. I'm going to make someone the poster child of the NBA, and I'm going to find a way to actually get this thing on track.
That's a great point. Who is the villain of the NBA?
I don't know. I think it was James Harden and Russell Westbrook for a while.
Yeah, but they're both north of 35.
Nobody cares about them anymore.
They both got traded recently
14
as well.
times.
Yeah.
And it's like, I guess SGA is probably like
the villain. He's like the most likable guy in the league.
That's the problem.
KD, just because of his fragility.
Everyone,
and his long feet. That one time caused him a playoff game.
And see, that doesn't work for Kevin Durant because he again is just silent and doesn't play into like a
Not
lot
on
of
his
the,
burner accounts though.
a lot of the
forget.
hate that he gets.
He's also 37.
And then
by the way.
Joel Embiid is the same way, where he gets hurt too much to actually be a decent villain.
Nobody
in the
plays
NBA.
enough for anybody to care. That's the problem. I can't hate you if you don't beat my team, and you're not beating my team because you're sitting over there taking the day off.
You only played 60% of the games this season.
Listen, I remember, was it Oprah's show? I can't remember. Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley, before they hated each other, were on a talk show together. And Michael just talked about load management, and he didn't like really badmouth. And this is what, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
He didn't really badmouth the load management thing. He was just like, these guys don't play because they don't have to grind like we did. Like, money wasn't an object when we were in the NBA. Like, we got the league to the level it's at for these guys to make this money, and now the NBA has become the achievement. It's not the championships. It's not the All-Star games. It's not the longevity of your career. It's not playing for the team on the front of your jersey. It's okay, I made it to the league, I got my money, and now I'm good. And it just feels like that's the thought process around the NBA.
It's the ladder theory of history, right? Like, you climb the ladder in wooden shoes and you descend the ladder in silk slippers.
And I think diversity is an old wooden ship.
It is.
Dan, what else we got?
Oh wow, that was a long question. 2026 is going down as one of the strangest years on record in the fight game.
You could have left the fight game out of it. It's just a weird year, but go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I had to preface the question a little bit. Ari Emanuel, the CEO of TKO, confirmed today that the June 14th UFC match at the White House will officially be happening, having 3K to 4K spectators, and will feature 6 to 7 fights. Buy or sell Bloodsport should be at the White House.
Is this the UFC that we're talking about still, right?
Yes, this is the UFC. There are going to be UFC fights. It's like 100%
on the White House
official,
lawn.
apparently. Yeah. For our dear leader's birthday.
Why?
I know. This is my question.
What are we doing? So can I we're our good friend Mike Neville from the Keg, Sweet 98. We're talking about universal theories. Can I give you guys a theory? I think we're in a simulation, and when you simulate football, like the 2007 NCAA football video game, and you get to year 2047, and the Navy has just won 11 straight national championships because the world's just gone that crazy. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
We're at the end. Somebody please hit reset on the PlayStation. We've come far enough.
Yeah. I mean, maybe our next president will be Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew Camacho. Who knows?
Maybe it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He's talking about
That's an Idiocracy reference for those of you.
Yeah,
it is. I caught it.
I don't. It's dumb.
There's no
it's
reason.
Really stupid.
It's no reason.
It's real bad.
Whoever the president is.
And at
any time in history for there to be any sporting event of any kind on the White House.
I'm not a Josh Peterson. UFC is gross and disgusting and stupid. I
don't think he thinks that. I just think he doesn't like the sport.
I like UFC.
I do too.
I it's been documented. I competed in amateur MMA. I'm a fan of the sport. I like it. I don't like everything the UFC does. I don't agree with the things that they do or the way they do business most of the time, I would say. But it's an entertaining combat sport. Having an event on the White House lawn seems insanely disrespectful.
Sure does.
And
I mean, just as you said, what are we doing?
Yeah, why do we need to do this? That's what I don't understand.
Who was asking for it?
Yeah, who is this for? That's enough for buy or sell, I guess. If you missed buy or sell, okay.
Dan's got
the last buy or sell question is actually a fun one.
Oh, all right.
Also, I just wanted to say, can we just go back, not to get in general political, but can we go back
Hold on,
to
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening?
Opening ceremonies.
Oh, okay. I thought this was figure skating for a second. I was like,
crazy.
What's going on? All right, sorry. The Olympics are going on. There's an angel.
In
ice
general,
skating.
this is not a political statement. I want to make sure that I say that. But can we go back to the before times when it was
things made sense?
Barack Obama had Dwayne Wade and Steph Curry and Tyler Hansborough at the White House just to play ball in the basement.
Yeah,
because
that's weird
what
too, though.
because that's what he wants to do.
I also think but listen, it's the same thing though, right? Trump just wants to watch a fight at the White House.
But it's not.
That's ultimately why this is happening.
That's the thing, is it's not public. That was the whole thing around it. They
Okay,
allowed
we're
one
not
photographer.
getting this. If you missed
Better.
Oh, I thought that. Sorry, I thought
No. This is the good one. This is the good one. The coolest guy Fernando Mendoza, was on Pat McAfee today. Amongst all the weird stuff that I'm sure. Oh, you should. Amongst all the weird stuff that I'm sure Pat asked, Mendoza revealed he will not throw at the combine.
Of course he won't.
Before you get mad, he is going to throw. But he's going to use the Hoosier Pro Day for that so that he can get some shine to his fellow teammates. Buy or sell, this is a wholesome W for the Indiana squad.
Absolutely. And good for him and being able to work with his teammates and make it work. He's the number 1 overall pick. He doesn't have to throw. Why would he?
Yeah, I guess if you don't have to, you don't have to.
The only thing he can do is lower his draft stock.
He could also throw at both. And that would have also been an option. That's not I'm not going to throw at the combine, so I can throw at the pro day. You could do both. That's they're not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, I think it was more. But listen, you got to remember, if he's not throwing at the combine, other people are. I'm sure it's not I'm doing this for other people, but we don't need to see him throw. We know where he's going in the draft.
That's fine.
Not only can he only hurt his draft stock, he also doesn't need to. There's literally he doesn't need to be evaluated.
Yeah, the question behind it is, number one, why would you not throw at the combine? And the second question is why would you throw at the pro day?
He's not throwing at the combine because he didn't have to. He's throwing at the pro day to make his wide receivers look better.
Yes. Thank you.
Unless he has an off day and he throws the ball poorly and then they don't get a chance to catch the ball.
But again, ultimately comes back to it's the same outcome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I buy so hard on this. This is the best thing that he could do. Number one, for scouts of his fellow teammates, And also for the Raiders to be like, hey, you know what's really cool? Watch when I throw to this guy. Look at how we can just like communicate with our eyes.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to take him in the second or third round. I don't know. That'd be a crazy thing for you to do.
Might be something to that too.
Whoa.
Hey, if you missed Marcel Night, check it out on our rated replay page at 1620thezone.com. It was brought to you by Controlled Comfort Heating and Air. It's cold outside. Don't let it become cold inside. If you have concerns about turning your furnace on this weekend when it gets down into the 20s and 30s, head over to controlledcomfort.com tonight. Set up a maintenance appointment. Let Tony and the team come out, take a look at your furnace. Also give you peace of mind about when it gets warmer outside as well. Check out controlledcomfort.com tonight. We'll talk about opening ceremonies with John Schreiner, wear wings and dance on ice. We'll discuss all that and more when we come back at 1620.
Too late.
Hey, everybody, it's Jimmy Allen here for our friends at Allo Fiber. Listen, there's a big game this Sunday that you may want to watch. If you're worried about streaming it and you're worried about your internet holding up throughout the broadcast, we've got the solution for you. Head over to allofiber.com tonight. Listen, I switched to Allo 2 years ago. I haven't seen a buffering circle on my TV in 2 years. We have a Wi-Fi extender on the back of our house. I can be 2 blocks away from my home, still be connected to my Wi-Fi. If you're looking for service that you can count on, that you don't have to share with your neighbors, get an all-fiber network straight up to your house. No bandwidth sharing. All fiber network. Allo Fiber is the place for you. Get out of the Stone Age tonight and head over to allofiber.com.
Weather from KETV Newswatch 7 is brought to you on 1620 The Zone by Certified Transmission.
Mostly clear and chilly tonight. Low temperatures should drop back into the low to mid 20s. Partly sunny, turning windy on Saturday. High temperatures reaching the upper 40s. Highs should be in the mid to upper 50s on Sunday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Ranby from KETV Newswatch 7.
Diet Coke Cherry is making a return, and Chesterman Coca-Cola is bringing the flavor back to Omaha. Find Diet Coke Cherry 12 packs right now at Hy-Vee, stacked high on pallet displays and end caps. Just in time for the big show. That crisp Diet Coke taste with a bold cherry twist. Perfect for game night, family night, or anytime you want something refreshing without the sugar. But don't wait. This is a Hy-Vee customer favorite, so get yours today.
If your brand isn't generating you business, well, it's losing. That's where Sign Ovation steps in. We help Omaha businesses win the visibility game with bold storefront signs and vehicle decals that turn your ride into a rolling billboard. Your brand should be working, even when you're not. Driving impressions, creating leads, and bringing customers through the door. Stop riding the bench. Put your brand in the game. Visit OmahaSignsAndWraps.com tonight. That's OmahaSignsAndWraps.com. Sign Ovation, where brands show up and win.
Winter may slow pests down, but it's the perfect time to prepare your home for spring. Rodents, spiders, and other pests often show up indoors this time of year. A winter pest control checkup helps seal entry points now so you're not dealing with pests when warmer weather hits. At Recon Pest Services, we're proud to be a local company and supporting causes that make Omaha better. If you're looking for a pest control partner or even support for a cause, think Recon. Visit reconpestservices.com and get your home ready for a pest-free spring.
Life is unpredictable, with seasonal storms and plumbing issues hiding around every corner. You can't predict the future. So when life happens, go with a trusted, reputable company like Paul Davis Restoration. Fire, water, mold, or storm damage can all be restored by Paul Davis Restoration. Don't live in the aftermath of tragedy. Restore your home today. Call Paul Davis Restoration at 402-553-0373 today.
Hey, Jays fans, it's hoop season, and you know what that means. Jerry Ryan has the best selection in town for all things Creighton gear. Stop by Jerry Ryan at 78th and Dodge for your quarter zips in all shades of Jays blue, plus jackets, vests, winter coats, you name it. They have it. Multiple Jays options for men and women from Peter Millar, Cutter and Buck, and Johnny O. Stop by Jerry Ryan Clothing and dress like the coaches do.
At Jerry Ryan's, we bring out the best in you.
When you shop local, you help strengthen our community. So if you need roof repair, gutters, siding, even windows, call local Pyramid Contractors. They're the #1 roofer in Omaha for more than a dozen years. Let Pyramid Contractors come and give you a free estimate. Give them a call at 402-502-9300. That's 402-502-9300. Or visit them online at
PyramidRoof.com. Never settle for less.
Want to quit tobacco? You don't have to do it alone. The Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line can help you quit any type of tobacco. We offer professional coaches to help you create a personalized quit plan with an online community to support you along the way. Plus, we'll connect you to resources like medications to help you quit, so you have everything you need to become tobacco-free. Quit with confidence. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired in association with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
We are down to one. It is football's biggest game, and you can get involved with Underdog right now in the state of Nebraska. And if you're not on Underdog yet, where have you been? Come on in, because new customers get $75 in fantasy bonus entries when you make your first $5 fantasy entry. And playing Underdog has been so easy. Pick your favorite players, go higher or lower on different stats, such as touchdowns, touchdown passes, rushing yards, receiving yards, and a whole lot more. And yes, you can play Underdog in time for football's biggest game here in Nebraska.
What are you waiting for? Download the app today. Use our promo code 1620TheZone. And as John said, you can score $75 in fantasy bonus entries when you play your first $5 on fantasy. That's promo code 1620TheZone. Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 19 plus and present in Nebraska. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
You are listening to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
$7:30 on a Friday night here on 1620 The Zone, brought to you by Pyramid Contractors. You don't become number one in Omaha for over a decade by accident. Head over to pyramidroof.com. Get a free estimate for your windows, your roof, your gutters, your siding. They do it all. Check out pyramidroof.com. So it is famously the opening ceremonies of the Olympics. There's also, despite it being opening ceremonies tonight, events that have already happened in Milan leading up to this.
This already happened.
Oh, this is not live?
This is definitely not live.
This happened at like 2 or 3 in the morning
It's like
today or something like that. It was weird.
No, it was today. They were announced it happening today. I thought this was live.
It's like 3:30 in the morning in Milan right now.
Hey, a lot of people there for 3:30 in the morning in Milan. It's dark outside. When we talk about, this is a conversation that was happening on the morning show, and I wanted to have it here. We talk about the championships and what they mean. Happer and Schaefer this morning were having a debate about, what would you rather have, a gold medal or a Lombardi trophy? What say you?
I think it depends on what event it's for. Because if it's for an event like, an individual event, like freestyle wrestling.
Yeah.
Or
who would you rather be, Kurt Angle or Apollo Owens?
Or like I don't know, just the 100 meters. I would rather have that than a Lombardi trophy. Ooh. Would you rather have a gold medal in the 100 or a Lombardi trophy? Gold medal.
I was part of the greatest football team of a single year, or I was the fastest man alive in 2002 or something like that.
Were you, or were you the fastest man alive on the day they ran the races?
Doesn't matter. No one can.
Yeah.
No one can ever dispute you on that.
If it's a gold medal for like,
nobody can dispute
the
you about your
the 4-man bobsled, I'm like, I'll take the Lombardi trophy. Really,
I don't know, man. You're one of now 59 groups of people to ever do it. There's a lot of gold medalists out there. Yeah, over time, the Olympics have been happening for quite a while.
Sure,
and you're not the only person or the only group to win a gold medal in the years you win gold medals.
What?
Several people from your own country.
That's why I think the event matters for me.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm with you, and I think that's got to be part of it. But we're talking about winning a World Series.
Did I get a gold medal in ice dancing? I don't want it. Thank you. Keep it.
I would love to see you participate.
Synchronized swimming, you can have it.
What is the worst? Well, this brings up a great debate. What is the worst Olympic sport?
Ooh, the worst. It's like ice dancing or synchronized swimming for me.
Okay. Dan?
Put me on the spot here because I'm trying to think through all of.
See, I want to make sure I encompass summer and winter Olympics.
like I think there's way worse events in the Summer Olympics than there are winter.
I do too. And I'm going to give you mine when Dan's done.
You know, okay.
I'm on the same page as you, though.
And this is horse people. Don't come after me.
Oh, no.
But the
402-951-1620 horse people.
The summer events in which they do horse racing.
They don't really race. It's like
a time.
Dressage is, again, there are judges who give an arbitrary score and they decide
Well, it's a good
who
thing
wins.
the Olympics are famously not corrupt.
No.
I'm talking more about like the steeplechasing events.
Oh, steeple.
Where they jump over the gates and all that, and it's like through the woods.
That's jumping.
They go to grandmother's house.
Oh,
I believe that is not the most prestigious event, simply due to the fact that
it involves an animal.
You could train a horse to run that course.
What's your sport? The horse and the skiing. Your sport that you call the sport with the horses and the skiing.
Ski joring.
Ski joring. That's what I need in the Olympics. Like that, I would watch. I would watch that.
That rules, by the way.
Can we just? And I know it was a one-time thing and it didn't go well. Can we just make sure we never do the breakdancing ever again?
Woof.
Like
shout out Ray Gun.
I'm a fan of breakdancing. I think anybody that can pop and lock deserves notoriety. I can't do it. Do we need it at the Olympics? Do we need to see how much every country can break dance? I don't need that. I don't want it.
Yeah, that was really bad.
I can also do without ribbon dancing.
Oh, the interpretive gymnastics?
Yes.
Yeah, let's not do that
good.
anymore.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, we can just eliminate that. You know what you don't want to eliminate this segment from your life. You want to listen to it again. If you want to do that, you can do it on our radio replay page on 1620thezone.com. It was brought to you by Jerry Ryan Clothing and Sportswear. Handful of home Nebraska games left. Handful of home Creighton basketball games left. If you want to be the best Blue Jay Husker in the stands, head over to 78th and Dodge. That's where you can find Jerry Ryan Clothing and Sportswear. They have the best brands from Johnny O, Peter Millar, and the all-new Horn Legend. Head over to Jerry Ryan Clothing and Sportswear. Make sure you tell them that After Hours sent you. They've been dressing Omaha for over 50 years. It's time. We predict the prop bets for the big game. We come back on 1620 Zone.
Hey, everybody, it's John here for your favorite brunch spot in Omaha. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you need to listen up and listen very closely because you need to get yourself to 144th and Blondo Streets right there on the corner. There's a place called Railcar. And I'm telling you what, if you go there this weekend, 9:30 to 2, it's going to be your favorite brunch spot in Omaha. I can just about guarantee it. It's mine. When they give us the brunch food from Railcar at 144th and Blondo, it is almost like a celebration around here when we get our Taste Test Tuesday food from Railcar because everything on the menu is so, so good. You just can't go wrong. Close your eyes, point at the menu. It's good. Chilaquiles, great. The pile up, fantastic. Everything on there, you're going to love it. Be sure to get in this weekend. Try something new. Railcar for brunch this Saturday, this Sunday, 9:30 to 2. Get there. It's Railcar on 144th and Blondo.
Are you ready for the game changer of the day? Bellevue University has a new state-of-the-art 72,000 square foot field house featuring premium courts, generous fan seating, top-tier locker rooms, dedicated athletic training, and a strength and conditioning space, plus a whole lot more. It's not just a venue, it's a home court advantage. We're for you and for college sports. Visit BUBruins.com.
Ready to make a positive impact in a young boy's life? Join Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Midlands and become a mentor where you are matched up with a boy in the greater Omaha area. Over 50 boys are waiting for someone like you to guide and inspire them. Visit mentoromaha.org and sign up to make a difference in a boy's life. Don't wait. Make a lasting impact today.
AX Plumbing has the cold weather deals. So if your hot water isn't so hot anymore, you can't afford to pass up on these deals. Tankless water heaters are $450 off. Traditional water heaters are $200 off. And for those real hard water problems, water softeners are $300 off. Stop by AXP Service tonight and fix your water heater before it gets too cold outside. AX Plumbing. We'll leave your home or your business cleaner than we found it.
Life is unpredictable, with seasonal storms and plumbing issues hiding around every corner. You can't predict the future. So when life happens, go with a trusted, reputable company like Paul Davis Restoration. Fire, water, mold, or storm damage can all be restored by Paul Davis Restoration. Don't live in the aftermath of tragedy. Restore your home today. Call Paul Davis Restoration at 402-553-0373 today.
Hey, Jays fans, it's hoop season, and you know what that means. Jerry Ryan has the best selection in town for all things Creighton gear. Stop by Jerry Ryan at 78th and Dodge for your quarter zips in all shades of Jays blue, plus jackets, vest, winter coats, you name it. They have it. Multiple Jays options for men and women from Peter Millar, Cutter and Buck, and Johnny O. Stop by Jerry Ryan Clothing and dress like the coaches do.
At Jerry Ryan's, we bring out the best in you.
When you shop local, you help strengthen our community. So if you need roof repair, gutters, siding, even windows, call local Pyramid Contractors. They're the #1 roofer in Omaha for more than a dozen years. Let Pyramid Contractors come and give you a free estimate. Give them a call at 402-502-9300. That's 402-502-9300. Or visit them online at
PyramidRoof.com. Never settle for less.
My name's Stephen Butler, and I own Controlled Comfort. And we've been in business for 6 decades. And in those 6 decades, I like to think that everything we do is about the art of comfort. It's about the skill of our people, but it's also about the integrity, because at the end of the day, I value my employees, so they value you. And that's really all this is about. If you get cold this winter, think about us. We'll come help you out. We'll get you out of bind. It'll be fair, it'll be fast, and it'll be the right price.
Control Comfort keeps it under control.
You know, you could prolong the life of your garage door with preventative maintenance. How? Give Langfeld Overhead Door a call and schedule a garage door checkup. They'll inspect all your hardware, springs, cables, rollers, hinges, opener, even lube the door. You see, Langfeld Overhead Door doesn't take a back seat to anyone when it comes to their service. Because if something goes wrong, it's sure it goes right every single time. Langfeld Overhead Door, 402-234-2700.
I'm Omaha Athletic Director Adrian Dow, and I want to introduce you to 3 Omaha schools that are playing a vital role in keeping our community strong. We serve nearly 600 pre-K through 8th grade students, most of whom come from disadvantaged neighborhoods. These students receive a values-based education with the family support they need. I'm a proud member of the CUES Fund Board, which supports the CUES school system. To learn more, go to CUES Schools, that's CUES schools.org.
Now back to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
Is right. You would have never.
I still don't know what it is.
That's why I know you wouldn't have guessed, because I don't know what it is either. Hey, it's the After Hours Live brought to you by Pyramid Contractors. #1 in Omaha for over a decade is Pyramid Contractors. That doesn't happen by accident. Over pyramidroof.com tonight. Get a free estimate for your windows, your roof, your gutters, your siding. They can do it all. Check out pyramidroof.com. Tonight, the big game is this Sunday. The New England Patriots are going to take on the Seattle Seahawks in Santa Clara for the Pro Football Championship, better known to you as Super Bowl 60. We're going to go through some of the prop bets and give you our thoughts, not only on the props, but on the game as well. And I think this one is a no-brainer, so I'm going to start with it first. The over-under for the first half is 22.5 points. Mike Vrabel, a defensive coach. Mike McDonald is a defensive-minded coach. Both these defenses, pretty darn good. They get over 3 touchdowns in the first half.
So it only has to be 13-10 to go over, right?
Yep. That would famously be 23.
Well, I mean, that's the easiest way that it could go over.
Yeah.
If it was 13-10, that's a touchdown each way, 2 field goals for one, a field goal for the other. I think it's right. Like, that's a really good number. I'm taking the over. I think that it, like, weirdly, I feel like the offenses are going to show up in this game for some reason. I can't tell you why.
Because they're not supposed to.
But it's just what if, like, I think the offenses are going to show up.
I, too, would take the over because it bodes well for the overall score of the game, which is important to me.
Ooh, we'll get to that in a minute. I'm going under, man. I think this is going to be a 7-3 halftime with a lot of 3 yards and a cloud of dust to it. I think they're going to try to take the top off the defenses. I don't think it's going to work very well. But with that being said, give me the under. I think it gets to right around 20 points heading into halftime. Over under 36 and a half pass attempts for Drake May.
Who 36. I mean, if he gets there, it means that they're playing from way behind.
Yep.
And they just have to abandon the run altogether. I'm going to say under. I still think this is going to be a close game. I think both teams are going to try to run the ball. Yeah, I'm going to say he's going to get to 30.
I would take the under as well. I think while Ramondre Stevenson hasn't been the most reliable set of hands on this team so far this year, they're going to try to force that as much as they can.
Yeah, I think it's later as well. I think that Seattle eventually pulls away and has a pretty big point differential by the end of this game. I don't think it's going to be consistently enough through the first half for Drake May to get 36 pass attempts. Sam Darnold, over or under 35 and a half yards for his longest completion?
35 and a half. Under.
I'm going to say over, and I'm also going to put out a personal plea. Mr. Shaheed, do not make me wrong about that.
I'm going to go over as well. Jackson Smith and Jigba is special. And by the way, that's how you properly pronounce his last name.
You're welcome, Drewski.
That seems topical for the last 24 hours. I think Sam Darnold takes the top off the defense at least once for over 30 yards, maybe even over 40.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that the Patriots defense is pretty good. I don't see. I'm so torn about this game because I think the offenses are going to be there, but I think it's going to be less about chunk plays and more just about steady gains.
Sure.
So I don't know. For some reason, I feel like there's not going to be a ton of big plays in the game. That's what I like you said, two really good defenses, not going to give up big plays, but I think that the offenses are going to find a way.
Which makes this next question really interesting, and I've been going back and forth on this one for a long time. Over or under 72 and a half yards for Kenneth Walker?
72 and a half.
And a half.
Does he get to 80? The number for me would have been 80, so I'm going to have to go over.
Dan?
If you're talking all-purpose yards, which includes his receiving total, then yes, he does get over.
No,
it's rushing yards.
Just rushing yards? I still have to say yes.
I'm going to go under. Vegas has a tendency, specifically on the keynote players or heavy focus guys, to get that number just right. Not only do I think Kenneth Walker goes under 72 and a half rushing yards, I think Kenneth Walker gets
72.
Exactly 72, and you can take that to the bank. One of the most interesting lines that are props that you can get is Sam Darnold between 200 and 209 yards exactly is only 11-1. Vegas knows something?
Between 200 and 209? Specifically
Exactly.
that range.
Yes. You taking 9 yards or the field?
Field.
Doesn't 11-1 seem really low for that range of numbers?
I don't know.
Dan?
I would take that range, but I would actually bump it up one more. Give me 201 to 209 because I personally have taken Sam Darnold 200 plus passing yards.
Dan, you put a bet a parlay today before we get to the spread and our picks for the game. Give us your parlay that you put in this morning.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, 2 touchdowns. Ramondre Stevenson, anytime. Rashid Shaheed, anytime. Sam Darnold, 200 plus yards, as stated before. Over the total of the game. And because I like to put my money where my mouth is, I have the winner of the game picked as well.
Okay. Go ahead. We'll let you start it off then.
Oh, perfect. I believe that the New England Patriots are going to win this game.
Oh, plus 4.5. You're taking them on the money line.
Go Drake May. Go Will Campbell.
And that's a whole parlay. All that together has to hit for you to win.
Yes, it does.
What does that pay?
$1 is how much I bet.
Yep.
Because I don't like to put a lot of money where my mouth is.
Sure.
But it does pay out $356.
Wow. So 356 to 1. John Schreiner?
That's a heck of a bet, Dano. I hope it works out for you.
I got lucky once last season, so
the spread is 4.5, and I think Seattle covers it. I think Seattle's going to win this game. It's a late touchdown that is the difference. I think it's close for most of the night, but I've got Seattle winning this game. I have them winning it 30-23.
I've been on one bandwagon since the start of the playoffs, and it has not been a bandwagon that I'm a big fan of. I think the Seattle defense is one of the best we will ever see. I think they're that level of good, and I think after they win this football game, they're going to be talking about this team for a long, long time, specifically about that side of the ball. I think the first half is close, as I already alluded to. I think Seattle ends up winning this game 31-10.
Ooh.
Give me the Seahawks running away with this one. We're going to get to our closing arguments of the night, courtesy of Bob Williams on the other side of the break. If you missed our breakdown of the big game, check it out on our radio replay page on 16.com. It was restoration. Listen, it's going to start getting warm. It's going to start getting colder. Maybe you start running the outside tap and forget to turn it back off or lock it up, and you have a pipe fish. You're going to want to save this number, 402-553-0373. Call Paul Davis. Let them restore your home the way it was before the damage occurred. Whether it be a pipe burst, maybe a fire breaks out, maybe you have mold or mitigation that you need done in your house. You need to call 402-553-0373. Work with Paul tonight. We'll be right back. We're going to break down the week.
The real game changer in college athletics, it's coaches. And at Bellevue University, there is an experienced team of coaches who know you both as an athlete and as a person. Plus, there are student coach advisors who are there to provide individualized academic support every step of the way as you progress towards your degree. At Bellevue University, you're not just another athlete. You belong. We're for you and for college sports. Visit BUBruins.com.
If your brand isn't generating you business, well, it's losing. That's where Sign Ovation steps in. We help Omaha businesses win the visibility game with bold storefront signs and vehicle decals that turn your ride into a rolling billboard. Your brand should be working, even when you're not. Driving impressions, creating leads, and bringing customers through the door. Stop riding the bench. Put your brand in the game. Visit OmahaSignsAndWraps.com tonight. That's OmahaSignsAndWraps.com. Sign Ovation, where brands show up and win.
Are you dreaming of your business dominating local Google searches, drawing in customers effortlessly? Look no further. I'm Courtney, the Google gal from Pixel Fire Marketing. Need assistance with your Google business profile? From verification to getting more reviews, fixing maps to tackling annoying Google calls? I've got you covered. Your profile sets you apart and ensures you're the top choice for local customers. Visit fixmygbp.com for our $297 special offer. Visit fixmygbp.com for more details.
At Timber, they don't just give you a place to go for lunch or dinner. They give you an experience from their bold, smoky flavors prepared in the open concept kitchen where you get to watch the magic happen to the relaxing umbrella-shaded patio. There's something for everyone at Timber. Join them for brunch every Saturday and Sunday from 9:30 to 2, plus happy hour from 2 to 5:30 Monday through Saturday and 2 to close on Sunday. Timberwood Fire Bistro in the heart of Omaha at 84th and Pacific.
Criminal, civil, personal. If you or a loved one is facing a lawsuit, let Williams Law represent you and your family today. With more than 20 years litigation experience in Nebraska, Williams Law will defend you with the dedication you deserve. If you're facing a DUI or if your son or daughter has been accused of a crime, Williams Law is here for you. Call 402-522-6317 to get a free, no-obligation consultation and to get the representation you deserve today.
My name's Stephen Butler, and I own Controlled Comfort. And we've been in business for 6 decades. And in those 6 decades, I like to think that everything we do is about the art of comfort. It's about the skill of our people, but it's also about the integrity, because at the end of the day, I value my employees, so they value you. And that's really all this is about. If you get cold this winter, think about us. We'll come help you out. We'll get you out of bind. It'll be fair, it'll be fast, and it'll be the right price.
Control Comfort keeps it under control.
AX Plumbing has the cold weather deals. So if your hot water isn't so hot anymore, you can't afford to pass up on these deals. Tankless water heaters are $450 off. Traditional water heaters are $200 off. And for those real hard water problems, water softeners are $300 off. Stop by AXP Service tonight and fix your water heater before it gets too cold outside. AX Plumbing. We'll leave your home or your business cleaner than we found it.
Stop into your nearest Cubby's in Nebraska, Western Iowa, and South Dakota for top quality fuel, hot and fresh food, plus that local spirit that you'll always find at Cubby's. Whether it's a dash in for a drink and a snack, or you're swinging by one of our select locations to grab dinner from Chester's Chicken or Godfather's Pizza Express, Cubby's has you covered. And don't forget your Bear Bucks rewards card for rewards and extra savings. Cubby's, the very best in convenience.
For 75 years, Skradsky Heating and Cooling has delivered comfort and peace of mind to Omaha families. As a family-owned business, we take pride in treating your home like our own. Whether it's a quick repair, a new system installation, or regular maintenance, you can trust our team to keep you comfortable all year. Celebrate our 75th year with us and experience service that stood the test of time. Call Skradsky Heating and Cooling or visit heatomaha.com.
Now back to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
Shut her down on a busy Friday night here on 1620 The Zone, brought to you by Pyramid Contractors. You don't become number one in Omaha for over a decade by accident. Head over to pyramidroof.com. Get a free estimate for your windows, your roof, your gutters, your siding. They do it all. Check out pyramidroof.com. Tonight, it's time for our closing arguments, courtesy of Bob Williams of Williams Law and John Schreiner. And we'll start us off first. What we'll do here is we're going to give you 3 hot takes to wrap up the show. Put a poll up on Twitter. Vote for the best closing argument. Whoever receives the fewest amount of votes is the loser. John, go ahead.
You've heard over the last couple of days how much I've dogged on the NBA.
Well, yeah, it's been
a couple of days of hate on the NBA for me, the self-styled chief positivity officer here on the After Hours
Famously.
Lounge. And here's your positivity. Basketball, NBA not included, is in a very good place. Yes, there are some stories in college basketball that we don't like. We don't like the Charles Bediako stuff. We don't like the players coming back from the NBA, trying to join back into college basketball. But think about the college basketball season that we have in front of us right now.
Mm-hmm.
The product on the floor has been awesome. Like, this has been already one of the most fun college basketball seasons I can remember. And yes, maybe that has something to do with the fact that the team that I grew up cheering for is actually good.
Yeah.
Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know.
You get UConn and St. John's tonight, too. Look, good basketball.
The state of college basketball as a whole, while it has some problems, is still very good.
Let players come back from the G League, says John Schreiner.
Not at all. NIL, just as it's done in football, has helped to spread out the talent, and it has helped to keep players in school longer, which makes older teams, which makes more skilled teams, which makes better basketball. College basketball has problems, but it's in a good spot.
Prepare the front page of the Springfield Daily News for me, because I need to be an old man yelling at clouds right now. I don't care.
What a deep cut reference. Nice, Dan.
Thank you. I don't care about the Waste Management Open.
I don't care.
I'm so over this. Like, it's the people's major. Aw, who gives a crap? It's just an excuse for people to go down to Phoenix, Arizona, and to get drunk in the hot, hot sun in the middle of winter.
Bring your green hat.
And to throw stuff at golfers. It's not for me. I won't be watching it this weekend. I will be preparing for the greatest sporting competition that this country has to offer of this weekend, which is our beloved
the Puppy
final
Bowl?
game of the NFL season. And I actually
The Bud Bowl.
I probably will
Is it
watch
the Bud Bowl?
Puppy Bowl.
You guys remember the Bud Bowl?
I don't.
Yeah, you might not be old enough for the Bud Bowl. Bud Bowl was a thing in the 80s that was real good.
We talked about this off air. I'm going to bring it up on air. There's a young man in Auburn, Alabama, who decided to participate in a contest, and he was a part of the Can You Sink the 90-foot putt contest on Auburn's basketball court, and he sinked said putt. There's a law office that is trying to negate his prize winnings because allegedly his foot was on the line. If it's a half-court shot, if it's a full-length putt, if it's a first pitch inside of a strike zone, if it's you doing the Macarena while hopping on one foot and you can pull it off, and you do it, give that man or woman their prize. They've earned it. It's on camera. Shut up and pay up.
Yeah, don't put up a prize that you're not willing to give away.
There's insurance for this reason, folks. Get the insurance. Hey, you know what? If you don't have insurance, you probably need a good lawyer. If you need a good lawyer, this segment was brought to you on. Head over to WilliamsLawLLC.com. If you're facing criminal, civil, or personal charges, Bob Williams will give you a free, no obligation legal consultation tonight. For Dan Campen and John Schreiner, I've been Jimmy Allen. Happy National Frozen Yogurt Day, everybody.
I'm just going to call it ice cream.
Are you ready for the game changer of the day? Bellevue University has a new state-of-the-art 72,000 square foot fieldhouse featuring premium courts, generous fan seating, top-tier locker rooms, dedicated athletic training, and a strength and conditioning space, plus a whole lot more. It's not just a venue, it's a home court advantage. We're for you and for college sports. Visit BUBruins.com.
Winter may slow pests down, but it's the perfect time to prepare your home for spring. Rodents, spiders, and other pests often show up indoors this time of year. A winter pest control checkup helps seal entry points now so you're not dealing with pests when warmer weather hits. At Recon Pest Services, we're proud to be a local company and supporting causes that make Omaha better. If you're looking for a pest control partner or even support for a cause, think Recon. Visit ReconPestServices.com and get your home ready for a pest-free spring.
AX Plumbing has the cold weather deals. So if your hot water isn't so hot anymore, you can't afford to pass up on these deals. Tankless water heaters are $450 off. Traditional water heaters are $200 off. And for those real hard water problems, water softeners are $300 off. Stop by AXP Service tonight and fix your water heater before it gets too cold outside. AX Plumbing. We'll leave your home or your business cleaner than we found it.
Rail Cars Happy Hour is here. Stop by 144th and Blondo Monday through Saturday from 2:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday from 2 to close, and enjoy $2 to $5 off appetizers, $1 off draft and bottles of beer, and delicious ciders. All signature cocktails are $10. Classic cocktails are $8, and every glass of wine is $2 off. Plus, Rail Cars' incredible brunch menu is on display 9:30 to 2 Saturday and Sunday. Rail Car Modern American Kitchen, 144th and Blondo.
When you shop local, you help strengthen our community.